On the outside, I'm completely calm. On the inside is time for the freak out tag, mid-year freak out tag. Ah! Hello everyone, it's me, Shelby from Shelby's Crafty Books and Games, and today I will be doing the mid-year book freakout tag. Everyone loves to do this in June because it is the 6th month of the year. Kind of look back on what we did the first half of the year on BookTube. I thought I'd do it as well. This will be the 2026 edition. So I'm also going to be doing something a little bit different. I recently got into digital art thanks to my sister Oid. She finally convinced me. And one of the things I recently did with digital art was create a fan art of a book for an independent author. I found her and even showed it to her on TikTok, and she really loved it. And that book was The Enthronement by Charity May. This is a really good book following a girl named Kessia who is part of a rebellion, and she is sent into this competition called The Enthronement to sneak in her rebel friends. And of course, things don't go as they planned. But I got really wanting to draw a scene in this book after reading it. So it really got me back into wanting to draw. So I really like that about it. But without any further ado, why don't we get to the mid-year book freakout tag. The prompts will be on the bottom of the screen to pop up. I will also put them in the description for you if you would like to do this tag as well. So without further ado, let's go over to my art pad.
What was the best book you read so far in 2026? I'm going to go with The Search for Wonla. This is one of my favorite books, and I love reading it every once in a while. And right now it's like the highest rated book on my 2026 reading list, so I'm going to go with that. What was your favorite sequel of the first half of the year? I'm going to go with Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, the full audiocast version. It was really fun to listen to, and I feel like they did way better than they did with book one because I think they kind of learned from their mistakes and were able to improve. So number 3 is there a new release you haven't read yet but you're really excited to? That is West of the Wicked. It's a retelling of The Wizard of Oz, and from what I've seen in the description, it says that Dorothy gets some kind of cool magical powers, so that makes it really interesting for me to want to read. What is your most anticipated release for the second half of the year? That is Us Defiant Few. It is the sequel to Us Dark Few, and I read Us Dark Few back when it was actually an independently published book, and now the author is getting her whole trilogy traditionally published. So I'm super excited to get a hold of Us Defiant Few when it comes out in a couple months. What was your biggest disappointment so far in 2026? I'm going to go with Blood and Thorns. This book is really stupid. I don't understand why the two main characters fall in love with each other. And also, it's like the author only saw the Disney version of these fairy tales because all these characters are heavily based on those Disney characters, so it was kind of dumb. What was your biggest surprise so far of 2026? I'm going to go with The Enthronement. I kind of talked about this at the beginning of the video, but I found it on TikTok while scrolling through, and I really found myself enjoying the book while I was reading it. And there was even some scenes in said book that made me want to start drawing again. So I'm really grateful for that. What's the book that made you cry? The 100 Acre Kingdom. This is like a sequel to the Winnie the Pooh books. I mean, it's by a different author, obviously, but I really liked this. It was really super sweet, and I liked both the journey the main character Clover went through and also seeing how she basically changed all the characters her father Christopher Robin had created and made them her own. Then, what is a book that made you happy in 2026? I'm going to go with The Wicked Prince. This book made me laugh so much and swoon. It's a Robin Hood retelling, by the way. Highly recommend. Then what books do you want to read by the end of the year? I kind of have 3 things I want to do. One is finish the Enthronement series. I am on book 2, and it's a 7-book series. So hopefully I can get that done 2, I want to be able to read all the Hunger Games books before the Sunrise of the Reaping movie comes out later this year. Hoping to make a vlog of that, actually. And then I want to just find some more standalones and just read those, because I found myself reading a lot of trilogies and series lately. So I kind of want to change that.
So I really hope you enjoyed the mid-year book freakout tag 2026 edition. If you like books, videos about books, book tags, book vlogs, and gaming content, which is coming soon, hopefully, why not consider subscribing to my channel? I'm trying to make this more of a variety thing, just putting up stuff that interests me instead of just sticking to one thing, which is books. So look out for all kinds of crazy stuff, and if that's up your alley, why not stick around? But anyway, I'll be seeing you guys.